What a fucking lovely day in the neighbourhood. I've had a row in there before. Fucking poured a drink over someone's head. I'm in the toilet. I'm in the disabled toilet. Make me a winner, didn't phone me. Fucking Dudley do right. A fiver? Oh no, we can't do that. Fucking Dudley do right. She saw him dead under the lorry. Leg off. Fucking bits and pieces everywhere.
Wow, it's on your shoulder. Oh.
Yeah, fucking 50 quid. She goes, because you do them both at the same time. I goes, well, I've got fucking two hands, I can do them both at the same time. At least she done her feet up though, sanded them down, fucking put some makeup on. And you know what extra fucking pisses me off? When they say, you guys is, when they're doing a double plural thing. You guys is. You guys is. Fucking cunting ice cream, man. They use this as material to make another fucking Rise to Cunting fucking foot soldier. Yeah, he scratched all my belly. The cat was fucking vicious. I was lucky the cunt's name was. Fucking lucky, I wasn't so lucky. He fucking used to relentlessly always fucking molest me, and it used to piss me right off. I thought, fucking get your hands away. Keep your hands to your fucking self. You say, oh, go on, go out there with him. And I thought, fuck's sake, because I knew what would happen. If you had ball aches, you'd have period pains. Weird relationship, like shit. They'd phone each other to talk about what shit they had. It was like fucking describe it. It's disgusting. It's given me PTSD ever since. With his new track, When Did You Stop Loving Me? It's a Marvin Gaye cover. My mate Paul Hunt, and Matt Early. Yeah, so they've got this coming out. So it's getting quite a lot of airplay in Spain and all that at the moment. And if you like the TikTok tune, what everyone was lip syncing to, because I have nothing, you know, I think you'll love this. It's a shame I can't play it all. Probably can play you like about 3 seconds because I think the copyright thing on YouTube. But hold up a second. Hold on. So I screen recorded it from the radio yesterday. I don't know, I might have to talk over it because of the copyright thing with YouTube. So, yeah, that ain't my fault. Yeah, I'd love to play it all to you, but yeah, so I think all I can do is talk over it. Yeah, but as I said, it's very reminiscent of that tune was all over TikTok a couple of weeks ago because I have nothing. Yes, it'll be right up your alley. Yeah, I think it's out soon. I'm not sure if they've got to get permission from the Marvin Gaye estate. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, he's getting airplay at the moment over Spain, Germany. And if you want to hear the full tune, go on my TikTok, same name, it's a Cole's World. I've got a link in my bio on YouTube, so and it'll be there. I'll probably pin it, so you'll see it. Yeah, but yeah, if you ask me, I think this should do really well. It should be massive, if you ask me. Their other track, Turnaround, I think that done quite well on the club scene. Yeah.
Matt Early. That is called When Did I Stop Loving Me? Sorry, When Did You Stop Loving Me? Thank you to Matt and to Paul for sending that one on. Really interesting story actually. A couple of weeks back on the show, I played turn around from a Groove Line throwback as played back in 2007 when that was a new release. And Paul actually got in touch via Instagram. So he's got a new release coming out soon. I was like, please send it along. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, that's a great tune. I believe it's been in the can for quite some time, but that is due a release very soon. Once again, Matt Early, Paul Hunt, When Did You Stop Loving Me? Looking forward to getting that one out, released officially and supported here on the show. Thank you to Paul Hunt once again and to Matt Early for getting in touch and supporting the show. And likewise, I shall support that track to the hilt. Before that, we had today's album of the month track 1 of 2 today.
Yeah, so go on my TikTok and I'll probably pin it, or you'll see it anyway. It'll be one of the latest TikToks. And you can hear the whole thing there, and yeah, feel free to lip sync to it and to share it and all that sort of stuff. Just coming to Basildon, going to the Imax Cineworld. Going to see the Odyssey. Obviously, I know about the casting and like I ain't happy about it, but yeah, I want to see the craft, what went into the filmmaking, and the practical effects. I love all that. I know, excuse me. Someone just asked her where Starbucks is, so she has to Google it and I said, oh, don't worry about it. But no, she has to go fucking running after her. She just found out. Fucking Dudley do right. Huh? Oh, it's there. Oh, don't. Well, she probably found it herself, Sammy. Yeah, so we're just gonna get a Pepsi Max or something. No, I'll have a. Well, we'll see how much they are. It might be better to get a large. They take the piss with the price anyway, no matter what. Bought her own popcorn. Yeah, so yeah, the Imax, the tickets are usually well, it's a piss take price. They're usually 17 quid. That's what we've always paid. And we only come here a little while ago. But now, bought these. That's 23 quid each. What? Just because it's a longer film? I don't know. Got stand here. Yeah, 46 fucking quid. It's a piss take, but you know, it's like an event film, ain't it? So it's got to be done, and it's filmed for IMAX. So even though I did want to go to BFI IMAX, but that was booked out till late September. So I might still do it. I don't know, because this ain't as big, that screen, 70mm is it, as the BFI. I went to see Epic there, didn't I, a little while ago. Actually, I did see another Christopher Nolan film there at the BFI. That was Batman The Dark Knight. I remember seeing that there. And it was only a portion of it was filmed in IMAX, I remember that at the time. So yeah, I was quite disappointed at the time because I thought it was going to be the whole film. It wasn't, it was just a section of it. Is she staying in that queue? Oh, it might as well stay in this queue. How much are they? No, how much are they? A £5 for a pack of fucking Maltese? For a pack of minstrels? How much? £4. Oh, I said no, it's ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. It's a piss take. Fucking £4 for a pack of, like, it's a principle thing, ain't it? You're gonna take the piss and fucking don't bother. We always go Sainsbury's or something first when we go to the View. Get all our sweets, popcorn, a couple of bottles of Pepsi. That's what we normally do. So at our View, they've got a refill. So we bought, when I went to see Mandalorian and Grogu, we got the cup with the hat on. And yeah, that's about 17 quid, but it was a refill. And I said to Tammy, when we went to cinema after that, I go, just take the cup back. Oh no, we can't do that. Just remember, don't know if you can hear me, it's 3:15, don't make me a winner. So I have to watch my phone about, I think, 5:45. Hello. Just come out. It's what time is it? Okay. Yeah, 6:30. I'm in the toilet. I'm in the disabled toilet. Don't know why everyone goes to the normal toilet. And I have got a key actually. Yeah, the film was really good, very epic, very loud. Fucking hell, was it loud? Lovely though. Yeah, I won't spoil anything for you, but one thing I did learn, in ancient Greece, they say fuck off all the time. Smelling looking for you, mate.
No, I see you in the toilet.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, did she find it?
No,
Starbucks?
No, it was too late, but I said it was right by where we walked.
We're getting something to eat now. What are we getting? Yeah. She needs a fag. Yeah, it's a really good film, that was. Fucking so loud. Wasn't it? Wasn't it loud? Not that I'm complaining. But yeah, it was like intense. Lovely weather, ain't it? Make me a winner, didn't phone me.
Oh no.
Today is Friday the 24th July 2026. So yeah, that's the one good thing about paying that money for Imax. I know it's a lot of money, but you know, no one's there to fuck about. People just there to watch the film and enjoy it and shut their mouths. Whereas you go fucking View, Romford or something, you get all the arseholes there. I've had a row in there before. Fucking poured a drink over someone's head. Fucking. Yeah, but yeah, it was a really good film. Even Tammy liked it, which I was surprised about. Very epic. There's a massive queue for Nando's. They just keep coming out calling people, so I don't suppose we go in there. I said to her, let's drive into Canvey or something, get something from Jimmy Max, get a burger. Because you won't get in Nando's unless you want to sit outside for an hour. And she's looking here, what's that called? Buzz Kitchen. Don't look like there's much of a buzz there. And when they're quiet and empty, it puts me off. So, what is it? Huh? Burger, yeah, but what? Yeah, but it's empty. It puts me off. Is it dear? Show me. Let me have a look at the menu. I'd just rather go down the Canvey and fucking have a burger down there. Probably much better. I've never heard of the place, Buzz Kitchen. I wouldn't eat that much, would you? Well, it's Chinese buffet. Huh?
Same as Cosmos, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
that.
is it? I don't know. I'll be able to go Canva and get a bag of chips. I'm not. I just think it's a lot of money for what. Still looking. I've never tried Wake Up Mama, so we can have a look at that. Don't know. Go and have some more. Become Wake Up Mama again. I didn't love that. Never been here before. I said I've never been here before. Yeah, really nice. So far. What a fucking lovely day in the neighbourhood.
Wow, it's on your shoulder. Oh.
Is that dental I can see? It's Saturday the 25th of July. It's my wife's dad's, my late father-in-law. It's his birthday. He'd been 84. Yeah, he died. He was a lovely bloke. Always popping about, doing his stuff. You know, he was a builder. Loved his garden. He was fucking in the middle of like doing his house up because it needed a lot of repairs. He fucking decided to renovate his garden. He had a beautiful home in Lake Rise, Kidder Park. Lovely road at the back of Raphael's Park. Yeah, and 2 years ago, April the 10th, funny enough, the same day, my friend died, Dean, who just died. He died April 10th this year, and Joe died April the 10th, 2024. Yeah, my wife found him dead in the garden. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. But, you know, I was a bit worried about her, you know, the shock, but she seems to be alright. She found someone dead under the, she was working up near Oxlow Lane a few years ago now, and as they come out of the patient's house, client, whatever you call him, because he's a carer, yeah, a geezer fucking threw himself under a lorry, and she saw him dead under the lorry, leg off, fucking bits and pieces everywhere. I was worried about her then, but no, she was unfazed. Fucking hell. So she'd be totally fine when I fucking croak it. I can just take it in a stride. She's just gone to get her fucking feet done by reflexologist. I thought it was for your back, but no, apparently it's for your feet. I thought your feet was chiropodist. So I said, how much is that? I don't think she's telling me the truth. She goes, 50 quid. I went, fucking 50 quid? I guess what they do, she said, goes, press your fucking feet. Because it corresponds with something in your body, every part you touch. I goes, I could fucking do that. She goes, no, of course you can't, you're not trained. I goes, listen, if I touched every single part of your fucking foot, I'd be touching the right part. She won't listen though. So she's gonna have that done. Fucking waste of money if you ask me. She goes, because you doing both at the same time. I goes, well, I've got fucking two hands, I can do them both at the same time. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get why you would lay out fucking 50 quid on someone touching your fucking feet. At least she done her feet up though, sanded them down, fucking put some makeup on, paint the toenails, just done all shit like that. So, Yeah, we ain't doing nothing today. She goes, because we went out yesterday. So fucking what we do, because we went to cinema. Fucking hell. So, yeah. Not going out today. I was going to go over, see my son and my grandson, but, I was going to jump in his hot tub, but, they'd gone fishing. Yeah, so I'm on my own. Do you know a bugbear of mine? When people say guys. Fucking guys, I hate that. Fucking guys. It's like a middle class sort of fucking thing, ain't it? No one from around here, East London, Essex, no one used to say guys anyway. Now every cunt says guys. Anyone on social media. And you know what extra fucking pisses me off? When they say, you guys is, when they're doing a double plural thing. You guys is. You guys is. So, you people, you blokes, you women, whoever you're talking about, whoever you're referring to, you guys is. Fucking guys is. See, these are the things what I ponder when I'm at home on my own. Didn't win fucking make me a winner again. And they dropped it. The last few weeks it's been 700, 750,000. Now yesterday it was 400,000. And as I text again, you get fucking 10 entries. What's the point? They only pick on one entry, don't they? And like, as you're giving me 10 entries, you're giving someone else 10 entries. That don't make sense to me. Well, it does make sense. It's a fucking rip-off, but yeah. I did win a holiday to New York once, funny enough, just before I was going away. At Her Majesty's pleasure. It's a long story. I'll tell you another time. It wasn't my fault. I just exposed something and told the truth, and yeah, upset the powers that be. And yeah, so you see it's happening to a lot of people all the time there. But this was back in 2015 when it happened to me, and yeah, I must have been like probably one of the first. I don't know. Yeah, it's a rough time. But yeah, just as I was facing that, yeah, I won a holiday. It was on Channel 4. It was on Twitter. It was when the film The Walk come out, when they bought fucking cunting ice cream, man. Every cunting time I fucking go to do something like this, the fucking... Anyway. Yeah, it stopped. No, it ain't. Fucking cunt. Still going. It'll be outside in a minute. Fucking pint down my drop curb. Anyway, yeah, it was when the film came out, The Walk, about when that French geezer waltzed with tightrope across the Twin Towers, you know, the 9/11 buildings. Yeah, and it was a question on Twitter. I think I've still got the screenshots. I'll put them on here now if I have. And yeah, it just basically said something stupid like, where was it set? So I done it on Twitter, and yeah, I won a holiday to New York, 5 nights with spending money, and I had free entry to Empire State Building, something else, and I had vouchers for this rooftop meal. We didn't even use it all. We had money left over, so I think we give it to someone else. But yeah, we had, and I chose it because when I come out I was on licence, so I had to wait till the May, I think. And it's my wife's birthday in June, so I said, oh, let's book it for then, because I had a year to book it. Yeah, it's brilliant. Went to the 9/11 museum, which was a bit fucking... I actually got upset in there. Yeah, it was really fucking eerie. And like they said, behind these walls here, there still remains of people. I thought, what the fuck? Anyway, so as you finish it, lo and be fucking hold, you come out to a gift shop. Bought a pen and that, but I don't think it's there no more. But yeah, I thought that was bad taste. Fucking gift shop. Yeah, so, and round about the same time with the Sun newspaper, it's all round about the same time. It must have been like people upstairs looking down. You think, oh, he's down on his luck, and let's throw him a bone. Let's give him something to look forward to. Yeah, I won a PlayStation 4 at the time, but at the same time as the Odyssey. Yeah, so I was on a winning streak back then. As for manifestation and all that, I know it works. I need, well, put it this way, I had it happen to me when my son was born. He was born 1992, and at the time I had no money, I wasn't working, and my mate Craig, he had quite a bit of money, and I said to him, I goes, if you lend me, the pram we got was a spotty Mums and Puppers pram, and that's how much it was. It's probably about fucking 700 quid now. I think that's how much my grandson's was, 600 I think. But anyway, yeah, it was 240 at the time. So I said to him, and I just bought this new hi-fi, this stack system. Back then you had stack systems. I got that from Rumblos. Paid off for it for fucking 3 counting years. And just finished paying off for it. And so I was desperate to borrow the money, so I said to Craig, who goes like, I'll give you my hi-fi as collateral, and you hold on to it until I give you the money back, because I don't know when I'll get it. If I don't get it, you get like a £500-600 stack system. He said, yeah, alright. So they lent me the 240, and fucking, as time went by, I wanted it back, didn't I? And I thought, fucking hell, I really need it back. And I thought, how can I get 240 quid? I know it sounds silly, just 240 quid, but like, it was a lot of money to me back then. And it is now. And yeah, so every day I'd be thinking 240 quid, 240 quid. It was on my mind constantly, 240 quid. And at the time when I was with my ex, my son's mother, she liked to go bingo, so I went with her. And with her mum as well. And the last night, the last game of the night of the late session, because after it goes you have a late session, so you didn't think I fucking knew all this about bingo, did you? Yeah, the last game of the late session, he said, oh, and the prize is 240 quid, and I fucking knew, because we were sharing the money, like whoever won, and I just fucking knew that was mine. And I goes, look, I'm going to win it, and I can't share it. I've got to pay Craig off to get the money back for the pram. And I went, yeah, right. Fucking won it. Yeah, I won it. Yeah, so it was. That's how I know that it's absolutely fucking real. Yeah, I just perhaps like hyper fixated on the figure 240 quid, and yeah. And like, and what a random amount, not like rounded up to 250 or 300, 200, no, 240. So, anyway, last night coming home, I saw on TikTok and that there was an explosion in Britain, fucking huge explosion, it's like a nuclear fucking blast. So I've seen all the videos today because it's at Britain. I said, it's the fucking revenge of the Essex boys, ain't it? I goes, fucking hell, I goes, be careful, I goes, Craig fucking Fairbrass will he used this as material to make another fucking Rise to Cunting fucking foot soldier. Yeah, I thought that was funny anyway. It's true though, how many more fucking Rise of the Foot Soldiers they're gonna do? I like them, don't get me wrong, but like that fucking silly wig thingy Bob has to wear, it's just embarrassing, ain't it? And yeah, I heard there's a new one coming out. Fucking hell. Last time they had to put a geezer dressed as a woman. I suppose they had to do it in the clause to get the money, to get the funding to do that. Add that in to tick all the boxes. I suppose a bit like Christopher Nolan with the Odyssey, with them casting choices. He had one, didn't he? Cast a black woman as a white woman. Nothing wrong in that if it was actually based on a black woman, but no, it was based on a white woman. So not okay. You didn't really see her in the film anyway. So I think that was all contra fucking versy. to get bums on seats as well. Not that he needed to, but like, because the film opens with the fucking Satanist rapper killed all them people at his concert, didn't he? Astro World. I can never think of his name. Well, he's in the very first scene, and like, but basically that's all you see of him. And then you see the little woman bloke soldier running across, and then they fucking put an arrow for her. So yeah, that they kept that to a minimum. So I think they knew what they was doing, but they it was either for controversy, which I don't think you needed to do, or it was just a clause like, you know, the studio's like, you want that fucking money, you've got to do this. Or it's like, if you want to be entered into the Oscars nominations next year, you've got to fucking add these in. So it goes, isn't it? So yeah, but it was a good film. I would have liked to have seen more monsters though, because I love all the practical effects, like animatronics. I love all that. Like, I've just bought Beast of War, which is I think is it a great white shark? It's a shark film anyway. And like in the first Deep Blue Sea, they had animatronic shark. And I always said, if I fucking won the lottery, I would have a fuck off swimming pool, and I'd have an animatronic great white shark, and I'd just like fucking sit there controlling it, and not tell people, like, so let them have a swim. And I'd have like tunnels that go around my estate leading back into the pool, and so like I'd let them have a little swim around, and I'd fucking get the great white shark out. I would do that. Yeah, so yeah, I'd like to see more monsters in it. The Cyclops, that was fucking great. That was really good. Yeah, he actually used a life-size puppet, and I suppose a mixture of CGI. But yeah, it was really well done. Yeah, it was fucking really good. And like filming on the actual, I hate fucking CGI sea. Actually filming on the sea was absolutely fucking amazing. In the caves, like he actually took that puppet to the caves. And the witch part, I didn't know. I knew about the Cyclops and that, but like the witch part, I thought that was really fucking good, because I know they said there's like a horror segment in it, because all the fans want Christopher Nolan to do a horror film, and okay, now I thought, God, what's happening there? It was really well done. I won't tell you what happened, but I'm sure you'll see it yourself. But the film was so lad. Honestly, I love lad. You know, I've got Sonos Arc, and the bass, and the Eros 300s. I've got all the surround sound. I've always had surround sound systems. Back when I used to have Kenwood stuff and all that, and yeah, so I've always loved my surround sound. But my wife, she always fucking moans about the noise, so I can hardly ever put it on. And when she goes to bed, fucking turn that down, keep banging on the floor. That's my fucking head in. She has to turn it down herself. Or what she'll do, she'll come in from work, fucking walk in the living room, fucking in the middle, and she'll just turn it down. Or if I've got my music on, playing Elvis or something, fucking, I've been exercising or something, I'll turn it up a bit. She'll fucking come in, turn it right down. Fucking winds me right up. Yeah, so, as I said, it was a fucking really loud film. Really loud. And it was so intense, like you literally, my wife said, it was like, because we go 40X sometimes in there, where it all vibrates and that, and water squirts on you, blow air in your face, but this was like, you felt the bass through your fucking sternum, and like, you actually felt it was that loud. And it was like, you know when things build up to a crescendo, like that crescendo never seemed to end, it kept going and going and going, the momentum it built with the music, fucking unreal. And apparently, like the geezer who done the music, he used authentic instruments, authentic to ancient Greece. And I thought, well, it's a shame you didn't apply the same thing to the fucking casting and the dialogue, because like they kept saying fuck off. They kept saying fuck off. That's what it tickled me. I thought, like, this is meant to be ancient Greece, and saying fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck you. Dad, fuck off. Ancient Greece. But they used fucking ancient musical instruments to recreate the sound of ancient Greece. And apparently Elon Musk, he wants to authentically recreate the Odyssey with AI. But then people were fucking saying to him, well, like, how can you authentically recreate it when it was a myth in the first place, you silly cunt? Fucking made me laugh. And apparently he offered Mel Gibson 100 million to fucking remake it. So he obviously wants to, he's obviously pissing him off, he wants it redone. But Mel Gibson, like what he done with Apocalypto, with the Mayans, and he used, like, you know, that's authentic. Their language, whatever it was. Yeah, so Elon Musk has got to be in his bonnet that he wants it done like that. I think he just wants to prove a point. So, yeah, and I don't know what's up with all these fucking data centres and like all this, like, because he spoke out against AI, didn't he, Elon Musk, and now like he's all for it, and I don't know. And the data centres, what I don't think they are what you think they are. I think they're going to be free energy hubs, stations, because that's definitely on the cards. Because they've been teasing it lately, and Kim Clement, he predicted it, didn't he? Like, he predicted Trump becoming president, and it come true. He died just before it happened, Kim Clement. So yeah, and he said there's going to be like a free energy or a new energy, and yeah, apparently like Tesla had it, didn't he? We got free energy, but they don't give it to us. So but then you don't get anything for nothing in this world, do you? So now want something in return, like, oh yeah, you've got to have digital ID if you want the free energy properly. And then so that might force people to do that. Now they're saying, oh, we're shifting the goalposts again. Now you've got to have the chip. You've got to take the mark. That's probably where it's. I hope it ain't. Hope to God it ain't. But who fucking knows? Anyway, this is what happens. I just ramble shit, don't I? I just ramble shit when fucking the wife goes out and I'm left home alone. Just fucking ramble some shit. Anything that comes into my head. Might be going Clacton. I don't know. I love Clacton. Yeah, might be going there this week. We see. But yeah, I'm glad the heat wave's back. This is the best summer we've had. It's like they're saying, like, and I even noticed it. Like in one of my videos, you see the golden sun, the sunsets. When I was driving back from Lakeside, and like I even noticed. I thought, fucking, the sun. Growing up, I always knew the golden sun, but the last few years it's been white. And everyone started saying, oh yeah, since they switched, other people were noticing it, and they said, like, it's since they turned CERN off. And I thought, yeah, you got a fucking point there. Don't know where I was going with that. No. Fucking cat scratched my belly today. I don't know if you can see it. Don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, he scratched all my belly because we started letting him out because he was my late father-in-law's cat. He's 15 now, Jackson. So we kept him as an house cat because, like, people are fucking nasty to cats, and he was used to, like, having Raphael Park, Gideon Park as his playground, and now coming here, different house and whatever area, he might not find his way back in it, and people are fucking nasty to cats. So we've kept him in, but we've just this year we've had him 2 years since Joe died, and now we've just started letting him out in the garden. Obviously while we were out, because we bought a harness and a lead, so we'd let him out. We'd like walk him like fucking cat people cunts. But yeah, so, and because it's been so hot, we got the air conditioning on that part. We got a little air conditioning unit, so it's best to keep the door shut. But now, because it's getting fucking hot and the dogs are in and out the garden, so we can't keep fucking having doors and windows shut. So we've been letting him out, and but we don't leave him out here on his own for obvious reasons. And yeah, I picked him up and he fucking scratched on my fucking fat belly. He didn't mean to, he's just like, yeah. Yeah, I do like cats. Some cats are nasty though. My aunt's cat, my aunt Vi, she was a cunt anyway. My aunt, she was a really nasty fucker, poison, absolute poison. That woman was, what she done to me, what she put me through. You know why, don't you? Oh, right, well, I'll go back because she had a nasty cat, and I reckon they get it from the owners. The cat was fucking vicious. I was lucky. The cunt's name was lucky. I wasn't so lucky. Every time the cunt fucking set his eyes on me, he fucking literally viciously attacked me. But the reason why my aunt didn't fucking like me, why we didn't get on, because her son, who's a little bit like fucking simple, he fucking used to relentlessly always fucking molest me, and it used to piss me right off. I thought, fucking get your hands away, keep your hands to your fucking self. Always trying to dive his hands down my pants. Obviously I'd stop him, but he'd always grope me, like from outside. It never went any further because I'd always fucking stop him. But this was from like little. Cunt used to always fucking like try and molest me. And every time we go over there, my aunt's house, cunt still lives there now. Every time we go to my aunt's house, when I was a kid, he'd call me up to his bedroom, and then like my mum and my aunt Vi, you say, oh, go out there with him. For fuck's sake, because I knew what would happen. He'd get all his dirty mags out, fucking turn himself on, the little fat cunt, and then he'd go for my fucking bits and pieces all the time. And then if you walk past him, he'd be fucking touching my arse. Yeah, so but as I said, I always more blamed because I hated him. I hated him when as I got to about 12 or 13, I blurted it all out, and my aunt, fucking hell, did she go gravity? She called me, the venom coming from her, the hatred. You lying fucking cunt, she said. God, you wouldn't believe it. I was shocked. And yeah, me aunt, she fucking knew. They knew. But yeah, she covered up and she obviously didn't want it getting out. And then yeah, so that's like, she caused me so much egg as I was growing up as a teenager, like with police and that, and yeah, you know, always trying to get me arrested and just out of spite. Used my mum, because my mum was like an emotional, my mum was like a weak sort of person. She was looked at my aunt as like a mother figure, and my aunt Fran, the other sister, the nice sister, she used to say when I was growing up during the war, like fucking my nan, who died when I was a baby, she used to always put them two together, and so they'd like a mother and daughter relationship. And my aunt fucking dominated my mother because she was very overbearing, very like a fucking control freak, and she would yeah, just control my mother. And my mother, where she was like an hypochondriac. Any illness, anything, you shit yourself, she'd have to shit herself. Fucking, if you had ball ache, she'd have period pains. It's like that. Whatever you would say, she would have the same fucking thing. And yeah, it's a very weird relationship. Like they'd phone each other to talk about what shit they had. It was like fucking describe it. It's disgusting. And whenever they would meet, like me aunt, whenever they'd see anyone up the shops and all that, they'd be, oh, you're alright, how's it going, how's your mother, how's this, how's that? And then they'd say, oh, fucking silly bastard, fat cunt. Behind it, they'd just literally be all nice to them to their face, and as soon as they turn their back, I hate that. I really hate that. Anyway, so, yeah, so she caused me a lot of egg. I'll go into it another time, but as I was growing up, like police trouble and that, and controlling my mum, got my mum to throw me out a couple of times. She'd use my mother because my mum relied on her for attention, so therefore it's like a symbiotic relationship, so that they'd feed off each other, they'd both get different things. So my aunt would get the power trip, the control freak side of her, so she'd get that from my mother, and then my mother would get the neediness, the yearning, the attention, the yeah, so it was like control from that side, and then it was like a pathetic side from my mother. Like, yeah, really weird, really fucked up. And yeah, I forget where I was going with it now. Oh yeah, and so when my daughter Elaine, who I used to be very close with, she died now. She's 58. She died in 2017, was it? I was very close to her. It was like brother and sister. So she was lovely, Elaine. And then, but we ended up stopped talking over like all trouble with my aunt and all that. But when she had, because she tried for kids for donkey's years, so when she had her first daughter, Zoe, she had severe autism, like non-verbal, like even to this, I assume to this day, she must be like nearly 30 now, probably. Yes, she's in the home apparently. Yeah, there's no other family, so yeah, I used to feel bad that I thought maybe I should like take care of her, I should go and see her, but I never knew the girl, I never knew her, and I thought, you know what, that side of the family caused me so much egg with what Stephen done to me, like fucking molesting me all the time, and what trouble my aunt and uncle Vine Ernie used to cause. And I just thought, do you know what, just I don't want nothing to do with any of that anymore. But I feel guilty because she's in the home, and I think like, is she being abused herself? Is she being neglected? I don't know. Anyway, so when she had her daughter, as she was getting older, I thought, you know, Stephen might do I shouldn't say his name. Oh fuck it, who cares? He might do the same to her, what he used to do to me. And being a girl and being autistic and non-verbal, so I went to the police with it. Not that I fucking like him, but I went to him, and I had a meeting with was it child protection or whatever, and I told them everything. And then they said, do I want to press charges? And I said, no. I said, like, it's been years ago. And I said, the reason why, I said, because of I'd just be called all the fucking lying bastards under the sun again, because I've already had that. And I said, I'm just doing this as a welfare concern. So I said, like, that's why I'm doing it. But then about 10 years after that, maybe a bit more, I had a lot of ag from the police again through what my aunt caused. I'll go into it another time. I had to defend myself with reasonable force. They sent someone around my house, around my flat at the time, and yeah, come round, threatened me, and I had to defend myself with reasonable force, and I ended up for ABH. I got found not guilty anyway. But cut long story short, yeah, I just I then decided, I thought, you know what, I've had enough shit from that fucking side of the family, what they've done to me. I thought, I'm now going to press charges. And what it was at the time, another reason why I did want to press charges before in the past, when I'd done it as a welfare concern, was for the reason being that oh, my mind's gone blank. My mind's gone completely blank. Yeah, it's like something saying, don't fucking keep, it's like PTSD, don't keep thinking about all that, like block it out, because I blocked a lot of it out. Yeah, I've totally lost track. But yeah, I reported it back then as a welfare concern, and I mainly blamed, I think this is where I was going with it, I blamed Vine Ernie, his mum and dad, because he was a bit simple, for covering it up, because they knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, they covered it up, so I blamed them more. But then when I had that police aid calls through them, and I thought, you know, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna fucking press charges, because like it's given me PTSD ever since. You know, I don't let it ruin my life or nothing, but yeah, it did cause me a lot of yeah, it caused me a lot of. It was the after effects, the knock-on effects, what Vine Ernie would do to me. And what they caused me, and like give me like a bad name with the police at the time. No, I think they know the truth there. But at the time, you know, if you're getting reports from like an elderly sort of couple, about like a bald-headed geezer who fucking they just see you as the villain. They just like, you know, they just see you as the villain, and they just believe them. They come after you, and fucking that's it. And they're just relentless. And I had that for years. Calls through them, based from Stephen, from what he used to do to me. That's where it all originated from. So yeah, I had a lot of fucking anger and bitterness, and I thought, you know what, I need to find my own peace. So I went to the police for it. Got investigated for 2 years by I won't say her name. But yeah, and then after 2 years they dropped it. They said basically it's your word. They said they interviewed him. They said he denied it. But now I said, well, I'm going to make a FOI request for the audio of the interview. And then she went, why do you want to do that? Why not? But yeah, I never got it. Applied for it, never got it. Anyway, so it makes you question, did they really interview him? But yeah, they interviewed other members of the family, people who I've told over the years, and they wanted all that, and then they dropped it. And then I found through my on a memory stick or my iCloud, I'd recorded, I secretly recorded my mum, because we was talking about it, and she was admitting that she knew what Stephen used to do to me. So then I gave that to, I appealed it, and then they reopened it again. And it went on for another, I don't know, year or whatever, and then they dropped it. They said, oh, it's because it's historical, over 40 years ago. And I said, hold on a minute, I won't say names or nothing, but this was happening to someone else I knew who reported it, what happened like 40 years previous, and had no witnesses. And I said, but hold on a minute, I goes, but so-and-so's doing it. And I said, so, and what you've done, you pressed charges and it actually went to court. I said, what's the difference? What, because his wife works in the police station in Romford where we had our interview? As I said, I'm not saying any names, but yeah. Yeah, because it shouldn't have been done from there. So yeah, it's like I'm very smart when it comes to all the like legal shit. I know what they can and can't do, and when they're in the wrong, and I pull them on it. So it's like a little tip for you: always do police complaints. I know people say don't do it because they'll have it in for you. But what you're doing, what I was doing, I was gathering my own evidence. Where they was like fucking, it was lawfare what they was doing to me. This was another thing. So what I would do, I'd get them to trip themselves up because they have to give statements in their when they're being investigated by the DPS. So what they do, they say too much. They're a bit fucking stupid, some of them. They say too much, and then and you keep that as evidence. So then this is when it's historical, when they're historically harassing you. So you keep all that. So basically you're keeping the file on them. It's a good tip for you. So then what you do when something else happens, like what I done in court, I caught the copper like during my trial, which I represented myself in 2023. I'll tell you another time, but I got found not guilty. Yeah, set my barrister. I still had legal aid. I set my barrister, and I thought, you know what, I'll do it on my own because it's all stitch up, even the barrister. And yeah, so it was. They give me a 10-year CBO at the time, like basically a gagging order to keep my mouth shut for 10 years, so I don't expose what I exposed before. Yeah, because I was scared. As I said, I'll tell you another time. And it's to do with that dismembered body part they found in the chase with Neil Bushell, and it was all to do with that lot. Because I was quite closely connected with. Anyway, yeah. So, anyways, when I exposed it in 2015, and then they threw the book at me and put me away for harassment because I was speaking the truth. Yeah, 6 months for harassment without violence for fucking speaking the truth, and I had all this evidence. But obviously at magistrate's court, it's a police court, it's a stitch up. So anyway, so this time with a CBO breach though, this is the clever part, with the CBO, they thought they were clever giving me a 10-year gagging order, but with a CBO breach, that immediately, because anything with a magistrate's court, if it's an either way charge, that's when you can take it to Crown Court, it's your choice. But if it's what's it called? Summit only. Mine's gone blank again. But then it stays at police court, magistrates court, kangaroo court. But if it's either way, then you can take it to Crown Court. So when they done me for a breach of my CBO for saying the officers, no, I won't say it now, because they was arresting me, my son, and my baby grandson when he was born was sitting over the park. This was during lockdown. So I filmed it, them arrested us, standing over us. And then because I said his name, I put it on Twitter, it got like 150,000 views or shares. It went viral, so they done me for a CBO breach. So I got to question on the stand all the officers in the case. Won't say their names, and I won't say what area. Yeah, so I got to question them, and I said, like, did you know that I had a CBO when you arrested me in the park that day? He went, no. And I basically said, honestly, without swearing, I basically said, well, you're a fucking liar, because I've got my old police complaint where you had to make a statement to say that you told the PCSO that I had a CBO, and you done me for a breach, which wasn't a breach, because what it was, my Muslim neighbour who lived over the road, won't say her name, but she was getting egg from this gang of boys, like riding a moped up and down that side of the pavement, and a couple of girls who they lived down the street and they was hanging about with this gang, and they called her a fucking whore, and so I used to look out for her. And so this particular day they was outside her house, riding up and down, sitting on her wall, and so I phoned the police on her behalf. Like I said, like she's already been like abused by this gang, verbally abused, maybe racially abused, I don't know. And I said, so, like, you know, can you come down? Anyway, they didn't come down. 2 hours later, because it's me. See, they don't give a shit about race. Like, when it comes from me. So 2 hours later, they phone me. They go, oh, they still there. Of course they're fucking not still there. And they go, oh, we'll get the local SNT to get in touch with her. This was the same fucking motley crew who's caused me egg for exposing them. That other episode. So anyway, and then I said, so when they emailed me the next week, the SNT, I said to her, I go, they've asked me questions about it, and I said, well, I've got it on CCTV. I've got cameras all around my house and inside. I goes, got it on CCTV. I goes, can I send it to you? And they said, yeah. I said it'd be more than one clip because of the data size. So I could, more than one email, because my CBO said I could only send one email per day to like the police, because they said they'd done me for harassment because I was exposing what they'd done, and I was saying like, well, you going to leave us in danger? But then people who just murdered that geezer, and I'm caring for my mother who's in stage of COPD and emphysema. We become carers, and they put basically the murderer's mates next door, and the person who was a part of their like little clique, he with the actual murderer, Chaz, they attempted to murder my friend. I won't say his name. Our friend attempted to murder. They left him for dead in his flat. Well, in the other person's flat. As I said, I won't say names. And yeah, they was getting done for attempted murder, but I think the person whose flat it was, who was then moved next door to me, he I think he grasped on Chaz, that's the one who murdered Dil Bashir, and yeah, it was a lot of ag, and what it was, my friend who they attempted to kill, I won't say his name, because we grew up together, went junior school together, and his mum was a councillor for the local council, as I said, I won't say what one. And so I think that's where the cover-up come from, because it's through his little habits, shall we say, that it all got rowdy, and yeah, and then it ended up in him almost costing him his life. So then, because the person whose flat it was, because as a council tenant, you are responsible for your tenancy says you're responsible for who you have in and what goes on in your council property. And so I said, well, like, if joint enterprise still existed, I goes, it would have been done collectively for attempted murder, or murder if it had gone the other way. So I said, so why? And also, as a council tenant, you're responsible for who you have in and what goes on. But anyway, yeah, it's a one big cover up because of Chris's mother. I might have to cut his name out. Because of his mother, who's a counsellor, she ain't no more. I think she just like pulled a lot of strings. Even during my trial, she had because to report a counsellor to do an official complaint. You can't just do an official complaint about an elected member. You have to go through the legal department at the council. So that's what I had to do. But and then she done the outcome. This Fiona Taylor, I shouldn't say the name. I might have to cut that bit out. But this woman, she's now the chief exec of this council I'm talking about right now as we speak. As I said, I just said the name, so I've probably got to cut that bit out. Not that I'll probably have to, but like just to save myself in the egg. But anyway, yeah, during the magistrates' court, during the trial, I was stitched up anyway. So I was like a lamb to the slaughter anyway. It's all lawfare. And yeah, she slipped up. She goes, when me and I'll say F. When me and my friend F were walking out of the council, and that's who she was talking about. She was the head of legal services. That was her mate. That's how it all got stitched up. And then they used public money, like council taxpayers' money, to take me to county court to try and take my home from me at the time, because they would send they are bailiffs basically, like enforcement officers, ex-police, always ex-police, to my home, give me injunctions to like fucking, you know, you've sent all these emails saying this, that and the other, because I was speaking the truth. They panicked, so they'd use public money to send these enforcement officers to my home. Got it on video still. I might have to put a little clip on. And yeah, constantly giving me egg. And then they'd come round with copies of the same fucking thing. Just told you, right, you're harassing me.
Okay.
I've asked nicely for you to leave me alone.
You want me to leave you alone? Okay. So this information, the pre-read for tomorrow's court case, is going into your box, alright? That's all I'm doing. So I've posted it.
Can you take it out, because you're going to damage my box?
Right, I'm leaving it there for you, alright?
You can take it with you. You can take it with you.
That's for you.
If you come round here again, Fred,
Yes.
yeah, I'm going to use reasonable force to remove you.
Okay.
Okay?
We won't need to, because I'm going to go up here in the court.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, if you come round again,
Yep.
I will be using reasonable force to remove you from my drive.
Okay. You won't need to, because I'll need to go in the court, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying if you come round again. Tell me, don't take nothing. Don't take nothing. No.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
I'm going to give you a
I'm on my property.
Sorry, that's all right. That's for you.
I'm on my property.
Do you want me to leave it on the doorstep for you?
This is harassment. What's your name?
Who are you then?
Huh?
Who are you then?
What's it got to do with you? You're a stranger.
I work for the council. I've been asked to give it to you.
Show me your ID, please.
There you go.
Kev, come here, take a picture with your flash, please.
Don't need to
Kevin.
take a picture. It's all right.
No, honestly, I didn't see it.
It's all right.
I didn't see it.
It's up to you.
I didn't see it. Show me your ID.
Right, that's for you.
I want to see your ID, please.
Listen,
I want to see your ID.
listen.
I've got you.
Right. Okay then.
Can I see your ID?
Thank you.
No? Well, I've got yours and I've got your name, pal. Don't come to my house again. This is harassment.
Okay, cheerio.
And then I got nicked. Apparently, I don't know how it happened, but apparently they got their tyres slashed. And because what they would do, they would come at the same times and like each day, and like, you know, someone with a bit of savvy obviously must have, or maybe I don't know, but someone done their tyres. Wasn't me. Got NFA'd for that. Nothing to do with me. And yeah, so then she escalated it to county court to. She said, oh, he's broke his injunction. And yeah, she's trying to take my home from me. And my mother was, well, my mother had just died. I'll have to go into the whole story one day. You'd be horrified. She's just left now. Oh, no, I won't say her name. But she came to my home last year. Oh, no, I won't go into all that. But put it this way, she was horrified when she saw the videos, the evidence of like my mother laying upstairs, dying, and the scumbag next door having parties like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then trying to intimidate me with his brother at my house. And yeah, the police just left us while we've got a vulnerable woman upstairs, a 79-year-old woman who was born and bred in the same borough. Yeah, they just left us all because they were covering up, in my opinion, covering up for the counsellor and what her son's done. It was just bad PR for her, wasn't it? It wasn't like my friend who was the victim of the attempted murder. It wasn't. I mean, he's got learning difficulties himself, but yeah, it wasn't so much his fault, although he shouldn't have been doing what he was like. You know, you're going to start taking all that shit and hanging about with like bad people, you're going to get a bad outcome. And that's what happened to him. And because of that, and because of his mum, because I saw him when he came out of hospital, because his head blew up like a basketball. I got all the photos, but as I said, because I was emailing the photos, that's when I was doing me for harassment. And I was just saying, like, I was making a point, like, look what they done to him. Now you've put him next door, the person who done it, who nearly killed him. Anyway, so I went to see him at his flat when he came out of hospital. He spent about 5 weeks in hospital. And he said to me, he goes, this is his exact words. He goes, my old girl, his mother, what's her name? Say L. I said the initials, LR. He goes, my old girl wants me to get a new flat. He goes, but why should I fucking move? He can move instead, because the perpetrator who like attacked him with the people who later went on to murder Chaz Key and dump his body parts in the chase. They, by the way, he got put away 30 years, Chaz. But Chris said he goes, well, why should I fucking move? When he's a bit backward, well, not backward, like simple. Well, learning difficulties. Fucking hell, I'll get myself in trouble. I might have to cut them bits out, so I'll say it again. Where he's got learning difficulties, he you know, he couldn't see a good opportunity when it arose, when he basically could have got a better flat, maybe a house, and he just saw it as a principle thing. That why should I go? He goes, they can fucking go instead. And that's what happened. And then when we moved to my home where all this happened, because we had to be, it was in a flat at the time, so when we moved to the new home, I can literally less than 4 weeks later, it was November, December, we moved in November, and then the person, I won't say his name, but say EJ, he got moved next door. And that's when I kicked off. I said, what the fuck are you doing? I goes, I was just like, he just nearly killed my friend, now you've put him next door. So I had like 3 years of ag saying like, why have you put him next door? Look what he done to Chris. And I said, and that's when they done me, they stitched me up, done me for harassment for emailing the pictures of my friend, not putting them on social media or nothing, but I was emailing the council department saying, look, help us, got a vulnerable woman upstairs. And so what happened was, and then I saw that Chaz Key go to his flat a few times, and it was after he killed Neil Bushell over at Deep Park Estate. And yeah, because I had the police come to me. I'm telling you the whole fucking story now, and I wasn't gonna. But anyway, when the old bill, one of the times they come to me home, I warned them. I said, oh yeah, I just said his name again, so I might have to cut that bit out. I say EJ. One day he started to confide in me because he was worried. He was worried for his life, and he showed me a bullet he had posted through his letterbox. So I thought, fucking hell! I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have to record this for like, because no one's believing me. So I went back, knocked on his door, and I was recording it on a dictaphone. I've got the recording still now. And this is how I had all the evidence. This is how I won my court case, because I had it all and I give it to the press and everything. And so I said, look, these are dangerous people. He just almost killed my friend in 2012, May 2012. I got the crime ref for that as well. And I said, and I goes, nah, he's getting, because I think what happened was he grasped on Chaz and his brother Justin. So even though it was all three of them, because my mate who was the victim, he told me it was all three of them. But I think, but it was in EJ's flat, who lived a couple of doors along from my friend, where it happened, on the same landing. Hello, Jackson. Hello. Just woke up, and so yeah. Good boy. Hello, Dottie. Yeah, so, and I said, like, they're going to end up killing each other. I said, they're dangerous people. And I said, now he's just had a bullet posted through his door. And I said, look, here's the recording of it. I goes, someone will die. They're not going to be up until they've murdered someone. And fuck me. Those pathetic words. Literally, a few weeks later, Chaz went on to murder and dismember that Neil Bichelle. And then that's when I really exposed it, because it was out of principle. Then I thought, yeah, that didn't. You could have done something. You could have like kept your eye on these people. You could have had them, and you just let us suffer. And then my mother just died in August 2014, and I said, nah. And I think, and I think the reason why they didn't, they wanted to silence me so badly was because the Grinder murders were going on, weren't they? And that was Grinder murders in Barking, and I think it was like, because they got let's just say they got frowned upon for letting that happen, or not doing enough, should we say. And I think they saw me, my mouth, they thought, we can't have this going on as well, so, and they literally fucking just relentlessly fucking went at me, booted my door in, tasered me in my bedroom. Yeah, went through hell. I had a court case at County Court trying to take me home, won that. I had a solicitor for that, I didn't even go, but they won that for me. And then I had my magistrate's court thing, and then yeah, I got 6 months harassment without violence, just for speaking the truth. So yeah, and then with that they give me a 10 years basically gagging order to shut my mouth for 10 years. That's what it was, 10 years CBO. And criminal behaviour order, for anyone who don't know what I mean. It's like an ASBO. And that ended January this year. And then I told you they tried to do me for 2 breaches. One was with Asima, what's her name? My neighbour, Muslim lady, who had 2 young kids, single parent at the time, and she had that gang, like, verbally abusing her, harassing her at home. They didn't want to know, didn't want to act on that, because it came from me. And then, but then because I sent more than one email sending the footage of this gang harassing my Muslim neighbour, they done me for a CBO breach. And then, lucky enough, well, I say lucky, it shouldn't have happened in the first place, but the CPS, and I've got the phone call, got it recorded, and I've got the letter. But they dropped it just as hard, because what happened when I went to Magistrates Court and elected Crown, put my plea in, not guilty, and elected Crown, that's when I got the call. Oh yeah, we're dropping it. Yeah, you cunt, you fucking, you know, if I would have said, obviously guilty or kept it at Magistrates, oh yeah, I'd have been put away. I could have got 5 years for that, for helping my Muslim neighbour who's getting abused. This is why the police fear me, and the council. That's why they fear me, because I fucking speak the truth and I've got the receipts to fucking back up. So I won my court case. And then the second time, as I said, it was lockdown 2020. My grandson has just been born in the September, so he's still a baby. And me and my son met up over the park, because you couldn't go to each other's houses. And it was when you was allowed out for like an hour a day, like good little fucking citizens. And I've got this on video. Yeah, the same old Bill who had it in for me before, the SMT. Looming over us, and he called me out by name, threatening me with a fine. And I thought, who the fuck are you to threat? I thought, we ain't even doing nothing wrong. And you're trying to... I took it really personally, because that was my newborn grandson. You're looming over him, and you're threatening me, trying to intimidate me in front of my son and my grandson. I ain't fucking having that. So anyway, it went viral, got about 144,000 views, I think it got. And then they tried to do me, and probably thought, shit, what can we charge me? Oh yeah, he said the name. Oh, you can't put out personal information. And I said, I goes, it ain't fucking personal information. I goes, the police officer number one has to give you his name and his badge number and where he's stationed at if asked by a member of the public. And not only that, I said, I can purchase a copy of your birth certificate. And I even emailed the government department for the birth certificates and all that. And I just said, so I goes, is your name private information? They said, well, you can purchase anyone's birth certificate. So basically, they said, no, it's not. So I knew I'd won anyway. But then it went on for 3 years. I had 17 appearances in total over 3 years because it was lockdown. And then I heard nothing for ages because I got a letter. Oh yeah, I wasn't even told I was charged. I got from the cop who interviewed me, slimy little cunt. I won't say his name, but you know you are. I didn't get the letter to say I was charged. It's one of their little tactics they use to try and stitch you up. And it was only by sheer chance or fate or someone looking out for me that because it was lockdown, I got a letter from the court saying your appearance on July 20-something, 2020 has been adjourned because of COVID court closures. So that was the first I fucking knew that I was charged. So it's only because of that fucking 2020 purge that it actually done me a favour. And so then months went by and I had nothing. It got to about the November, so I emailed the court and I said, like, what's happening? I goes, like, has it been dropped or what? And they looked it up on the system and said, oh, there's a warrant out for your arrest. I went, what? I said, why? I said, for not appearing in court in July 2020 when they adjourned it. I said, you fucking bastards. And I said, like, anyway, I've done an official, don't go anywhere, but I've done it anyway, done the official complaint. And but yeah, they had to drop it because like they knew it was a stitch up. So there was that, and then I had I had 3 years. As I said, 17 appearances in total over 3 years of them giving me wrong dates and times. I had the barrister who literally, before any trial, you get either a case management hearing or a pre-trial management hearing before any time you go on trial. That's a given, and I knew that, and they thought I was a bit stupid and wouldn't know that. So I said to my barrister, I goes, what's my date before the trial? Because the trial was coming up in the May 2022 it was, and he said, no, I haven't got a date. So then I'd get onto the solicitors. I said, come on, you must have a date. No, we haven't. We've got the date of the trial, May 2022. So me, I'm not stupid. So I phones the fucking court. Oh yeah, you got a date in the April. Oh, thanks. Obviously recalled my calls, always record your calls. And then I fucking sent that to the solicitors and that. So I sacked the barrister. See, when you have a barrister, you can't fucking talk. You cannot talk to the judge, you won't have it. You've got to do it through the barrister. So it fucks you up. And if they're in on it to try and stitch you up. Anyway, so yeah, I sacked him. And then, of course, it gets adjourned, and then the copper's mother, he had a death in the family or something, and so it got adjourned to the May the following year, 2023. And then I thought, you know what, I was shitting myself, but I thought, well, if I've got a good jury, and you know what, because I mentioned about the, I was calling the police out for like basically I said you've always been accused with the Grinder murders about like fucking being homophobic. Now I was basically accused of being racist for not acting on Asima's fucking I shouldn't say her name, my Muslim neighbour's racial abuse from the gang in the street. Ended up evicting the family in the end from the flat. So that was on their radar anyway, so they knew exactly what I was talking about when I phoned the police on behalf of the abuse she was getting. And I forgot where I was going with it, got a bit sidetracked then. But anyway, yeah, so I'd because they knew I was going to bring up about the fucking the race bit. Do you know what? That jury, and in this day and age, basically it's like London's turned into an Islamic area now, as we all know. Yeah, would you think that jury of, what is it, 11, 12 people? Not one Muslim, not one Indian, not one Pakistani, not one Muslim, not one. And I thought, fuck you now. I thought, like, you dirty bastards, you've even fixed... In my opinion, I think they fixed the jury, but, like, anyway, we've got to play along for that. And would you believe, as I was... Just before I was about to go to my trial, like, a couple of weeks before, I got called for jury service. Yeah, I kid you not, I got that letter as well. I got called for fucking jury service. I went... I've been in prison, and I'm in trial in a couple of weeks, and you're asking me to go to jury service. Silly cunts. Well, it is where you email this, but you wake these entities up, and so you must have done. Oh well, look, we've never picked that one. Let's pick that one. Anyway, yeah. So I did have to do that. Obviously, it's just the fucking irony of it. Anyway, so yeah. So I had my trial. I'll tell you because like I've got loads of stories about the trial. You'll love it. I won't go. I've been talking for ages now, so I won't go into it now. But cut a long story short, yeah, I got found. Not guilty, unanimously, and yeah, and then the judge at the end he goes, like about expenses and all that. I said, yeah, I said call it 10 grand. He said that's ridiculous. He said that's ridiculous. He goes, go away and work it out and come back. Anyway, so well, I said for compensation for what you've put me through. Anyway, so I think I only got about 250 quid like expenses over fucking 3 years. 5 day, can you believe it? 5 day court trial at Snaresbrook. What, and the money, and I said, I'm going to do a freedom of information request to find out what it's called, because I emailed all these, all the government, I forget what departments, but I said, like, how can you justify the cost of this? This must be costing probably nigh on £1 million. Maybe, I don't know, £500,000, £1 million. Over 3 years, 17 appearances, a 5 day trial for a stitch up for something which I've proved that it wasn't personal information. It was, I can buy your birth certificate. And the police officer has to give you his name. So that common sense tells you that it's because I tried to get my barrister, and we did do it, but then he dropped it. He persuaded me to drop it. What's it called? Malicious prosecution. And then he said after, like, I think to appease me, because he knew I was like, no, I want him for malicious prosecution. Oh, and then on the run up to over the 3 year period, we done an application to dismiss. And then when it came to the day of the hearing, I got to court and I said, do you know, now I'm angry. You've took it this far, like the CPS police, court. I said, they've took it this, now I'm fucking angry. Now I want the fight. Fucking bring it on. So I said, no, I want the trial. So I go scrap that application to dismiss, and then the barrister was like, he was in shock. He goes, who does that? Who does that? Because I'm fucking doing it. And then my son said, he goes, Dad, you've got some fucking balls to do that. Because I wanted to fight at that point. I said, well, I'm going to win. That's what I'm saying, it's the manifestation. And I think I was getting help from upstairs. People guiding me. And, yeah, so... And then, as I said, after the trial, I won. And then I went to the legal ombudsman, and they ruled in my favour because of the bad treatment from the barrister. I don't know if I can say his name. I don't see why I should keep these people anonymous, but I will. Yeah, and what else happened? Oh yeah, and when it comes to like the in court on the trial, I got the cop on the stand who interviewed me. And Jackson, come here. And I said, I goes, because I'd done an FOI request, never got it. Surprise, surprise. And I'd done a police complaint. Don't go anywhere, but you get the, because he goes, I've done the MG11 form to say that I did send the charging letter out. I said, no, he fucking never. I goes, if your police, you record everything. So I goes, I want the electronic proof of when you would have logged into the, get what the system's called, what the police use, their network. When you logged into the police network on their police computer, you'd have had a time date stamped of when you logged on. There's a record of everything, you fucking police. So I goes, I want that electronic proof. And they said, but they said he signed it in the police outcome when I've done the complaint. He goes, they sent me a copy of it, the MG11 form. It's like a statement. That's what MG11 is, a statement form. He goes, oh, he signed it. Because that means nothing to me. What, you telling me you can't lie on paper and sign it? I want the fucking electronic proof of when that geezer logged in. I want actual fucking electronic proof, digital proof of when he logged on to say he wrote that letter, when and where he wrote it. And FOI wouldn't give it to me. And then in court, the judge was obviously ruling in their favour. He kept shutting me up. And then the judge, Del Febro, he dismissed it. But the cop, even my wife said he come out, he was shook. That copper, when he came out on the stand, he was shook. She said he went white as a ghost. Because the other one, when I said I had the, when I called him out about, did you know I had a CBO? I had him on perjury because I had the actual statement from the previous police complaint saying that he told the PCSO when I reported my neighbour the racial abuse, that he told her, he informed her that I had a CBO. So when I asked him on the stand, when they arrested us in the park in 2020, I go, was you aware I had a CBO? Oh, no. I said, well, you just committed perjury because I've got it fucking in black and white there, a police complaint where you've admitted you signed the MG11s yourself and you've admitted that you knew. But the judge dismissed it, shut it all down. And then I had all these folders of evidence, and then I go, let me get it out. And then they're just trying to distract me. And but the jury could see through it. So every time I wanted to get a piece of evidence out, I said to the judge, can I show the jury? He wouldn't let me. So I said to the jury, I just started saying it. I go, look, ask yourself, why is the judge not letting you see my evidence? And I've got it all here. And anyway, during the trial as well, one I can talk about because I won. What the fuck was that? The judge got the CPS up on video link, trying to get it chucked out because he knew I'd win. He knew. You know, just on that fact alone about the personal information, I can buy your birth certificate. You can't fucking. This is a malicious prosecution. It's lawfare. Proved it, and he knew that. He wasn't a stupid man. He fucking knew. And he twice he got him up on video link. CPS. Was it the case management people? I don't know. Yeah, he got them up. No, they wouldn't drop it. And he goes, the judge, his actual words were, he goes, I don't think logical thinking has gone on here. And yeah, he done it twice. So then when it came to me, my turn on the stand, like I think it was like, what, on the fifth day? Yeah, at the end of the trial. I told the jury, and I goes, what you didn't see when you went out the room, I goes, the judge got the CPS up on video link to get it kicked out. And they was like meerkats, they fucking, like that, all in unison, the whole fucking 11, 12 of them, like that, looked round at the judge. And he went, mister, I won't say my name, he goes, what goes on in this court, you don't disclose to the jury. He went fucking mental, but he knew I won at that point. Because how could you then, as a jury, find me guilty when the judge has tried to get it kicked out himself? I won again. So, yeah, there's so many things that happened during that trial. But the most important thing was, like, the judge not letting me... Because I had folders. I had, like, about 10 yellow folders. We spent about 150 quid on printing to get all my... Basically, a lot of statements from police complaints. You know, what backed me up, it showed a history of police harassment to silence me for what I know. Oh, and that's the thing that I want to tell you. This is the most important thing, and this was such a genius move, and I knew when they nicked me for the CBO breach for disclosing his name, which wasn't even fucking a breach, it was a stitch up. But what I'd done, because I anticipated, because I'm fucking savvy, I anticipated that during the trial that they would silence me if I had a chance to speak at all, and I was fucking right. That was proper like forward thinking there. That was proper savvy of me. So I said the whole story from start to finish of what happened with the attempted murder, the murder and dismemberment. I said the whole fucking story. And when the police tried to interrupt to stop me from spilling the beans on a recorded interview at the station, I would say, hold up a minute, I'm entitled to a fucking full interview. Most people go, no comment, but not me. I don't stop talking. They can't control me. So I said, I'm entitled to a full fucking comment interview. And I goes, if you stop me, what you're doing, you're basically jeopardising my court case if it goes to court. I goes, you're like, it's, you know, you're basically perverting the course of justice. So he had to shut up. This was the one who stitched me up with the charging letter. So he had to shut up and let me speak. And I've got the CD of it. I've got the whole thing. I spent nearly 2 hours talking. Poor wife, she was in the Tesco's car park waiting for me. I spent 2 hours telling the whole fucking story from start to finish. So during my trial, because they wouldn't let me speak and tell the story properly, I goes, well, right, I goes, I want my, Chico, stop. I think that's what I just saw. I think there was like a fucking mass run across the garden. I think next door he's got decking and he gets rats and mice underneath it. And I think that's what's... Chico, stop. Anyway, so, yeah, so I said, I want my police interview played. I goes, I got a copy. Oh, first of all, I said, oh, we can't find it. We're having trouble finding it. I said, that's all right. I goes, I got a copy myself. So I fucked him there. And they go, oh, yeah. So they go away, send you out. Oh, yeah, we have found it. And they go, well, what we're going to do, instead of that, because we can't find it, this is what they said, they go, we're going to give it like an abbreviated version of it on a, like, written down. No, fuck you. No, I want the whole thing fucking played. Because they knew what I'd done. They knew that I spilt the beans. I told the whole story, the truth, with evidence, with me there at the court. And I even addressed the jury in my police recording. I said, look, I goes, ask the judge, I'll have the evidence with me, ask to see it. Yeah, forward fucking thinking. Down there for dancing. Anyway, so, and that's why they... And then when they did dig it out, well, I had a copy myself. When they did start playing it, the dirty cunt fucking CPS prosecutor, the barrister they had, I didn't realise at the time, but we had trouble playing it. And then he was trying to abandon it, abort it. And then he had, it was funny, he had like a work experience apprentice with him. I even said to him, I was mugging the geezer right off. I said to him, well, you've got this geezer like fucking teaching you the ropes. I goes, you should watch me instead. He laughed. This was, when you're outside, because you all sit together. And anyway, so his apprentice said to him, he goes, what he was doing is letting the screensaver come on, and it kept pausing the recording. And his apprentice pulled him on it, and he said, no. So we had to, and then my wife saw it, so she knew. I didn't clock it. I was just like, I thought, what the fuck's going on? I don't think I could see. I think that's why. Otherwise, I would have known. So we had to keep moving the mouse. So they played the whole thing, and then the jury, they're like fucking, it was like this the whole time, looking around at the coppers, looking around, because they knew. They fucking knew I was telling the truth. And I could just ask yourself, why is the judge not letting you see all this evidence I brought with me? I bought, like a little roller case, what the barrister uses, what you take on the plane, you carry on. I had that full of folders, just like what a barrister does. So I looked the part, grew a fucking great big long grey beard, grew my hair. It only goes around like the back and sides, but like, I'd done it so I didn't look thuggish in court. That's why I done it. And the stress what that caused me over that 3 years, I even contemplated like fucking ending it all. I did. And I also had counselling. I had counselling for PTSD, and they give me a forensic counsellor. This was Gavin Mass at Nelft. He's left now, so I say his name. Scottish geezer. At Nelft, he goes, got your forensic psychologist for counselling, because I always disagreed with it, because I was like playing on the PTSD part, which was the truth. So I had to go through with this, otherwise you have to be seen doing so. So I don't agree with counselling. I think that's for people who can't think for themselves. Not saying they're weak-minded, but I think like, so I'm very strong-minded. That's why I used to have a family member tried to get me to have hypnotism when I was younger for like depression and that, and like it wouldn't work on me because of I was too strong-minded. I didn't believe what he was trying to bullshit me with, so it wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm very strong-minded. And yeah, so I forget what I was. Oh yeah, so I was having the counselling for 8 months. I had it. This geezer, Mark Bowden, his name was. I had counselling, and then and I said, I want this on record because they've got where they put their notes on the Rio system, like what the police do. They have names for their own police computer network system. So with like mental health, it's on the Rio system, RIO. And I want these names mentioned. I want it on record that because the borough commander, who's a witness at my county court trial to try and get me evicted, I said, oh, and another thing what happened in that time, honestly, I've got all the evidence, as I said, showing it could fuck me up and it could cause me, but I swear my grandson's life, I've got all this evidence. A good friend of mine who I grew up with, he was my mate's younger brother, Steve. He was on Plenty of Fish, and at the time when they nipped me for that harassment without violence for exposing the police and that murder, he goes, Cole, he goes, what's the name of that detective? He said, so I won't say the name. He goes, that's really weird. He said, because I've got a date with this, and she said she's a detective at so and so station. And anyway, it turned out, yeah, he went on dates with her in Hornchurch. So when I found out, obviously, now I told him, I goes, right, I want to see all the text message. I want to see all your community. And his arse went like that. I kept him pouting, and he wouldn't get. And we fell out over it. So and he went running to her saying like, I know. Anyway, so I'd done a police complaint, and yeah, she had to admit she was dating my friend. I personally think it was a honeypot. It was a honey trap, like what they done with that Colin Stagg. That's what I personally think, but obviously they deny it. That's my opinion. But yeah, what's the chances of that? My friend dating the detective in my case. Oh yeah, so anyway, so there was that. There was all these little things, all these little fucking, you know, they're like, oh, no way is that a coincidence. No fucking way. No way. How many coincidences can you have before it's mathematically impossible to be a coincidence? So then, when I was having to cancel him, anyway, so I stopped it, something happened, and I won't go into that, something happened, but put it this way, it's no longer a psychologist, not for Nelft anyway. Something he said, and I recorded it, because like I was on to him as well. And well, but basically I tell you, that's Sajid Javid, the health minister at the time. He was opening up a new MRI thing in the car park, and he was outside, and he said, oh, he's whiter in person than what I thought. And then, like, because I didn't trust his psychologist, I had it on tape. So like, when I found out the geezer stitched me up, he didn't put none of my information on Rio. Yeah, like, and then yeah, I let him have it, and yeah, he got shown the door. And yeah, no, I won't say anything else. But anyway, yeah, but then I found out that who was the acting chair of Nelft, who was the big boss of all them, because then he ended up being chair, was the borough commander from the police, who during the Grinder murders, he was the acting chair. So I said, hold on a minute, this can't be no fucking coincidence. Number one, you can be for not just an ordinary psychologist, a psychologist who reports to the police, who works with the police. And did you know, if you're having counselling and your files from a psychologist can be called to use as evidence in your trial? Did you know that? Well, you fucking do now. It was a fucking stitch up. They wanted some dirt on me, and I think that's why they went after my mate for the detective, and I think that's why they done that with the counselling. But no, of course, it's all in my head. Oh no, or just coincidences. Like, fuck. Anyway, so, yeah, so that borough commander, how'd you go from being the borough commander to being head of an health organisation after you've been, because I found out when I went away, I found out that, I found out some information, no proof of it, but I got told about an affair. And that's why he had to change stations to another. Anyway, and this geezer news on my wing, he was clean on the G wing. He was in Pentonville, and he told me, he goes, yeah, my kids go to the same school in Romford, and he goes, that's how we know. So I done a police complaint from prison. Obviously, went nowhere. And but next thing I know, when I come out, that borough commander, he's no longer a borough commander. He's retired. Ah, that's a coincidence. And then next thing I know, I'm having counselling, and he's Because if you look at the, there was a newspaper article when he became double commander of this area, he said he was going to work with health officials and doctors to make sure people don't reoffend. And then, of course, I'm questioning it later, in hindsight, like, that was an unusual remark to make. Why health officials? Why not say I'm working with probation and employers to make sure people don't reoffend? Why health officials and doctors? Why is that? I think what it is, he got in, you know, these things happen, don't they, behind the scenes. Depends on, you know, I suppose who you drink with and what secret society legions you belong to. You know, they all do things behind the scenes. And yeah, he ended up, in my opinion, he ended up chair of a health organisation who gave me a forensic psychologist for my counselling, which could have been used in my court trial. So yeah, dirty is not the word. I didn't plan on saying none of it. I was just going to tell you about my wife having her fucking feet done, but I've got carried away. And once I get passionate about it, and I can't, as I said, I didn't think I'd ever talk about it again, because I thought, do you know what, all that egg's over, my CBO's ended. But it niggles away at me, because I was so badly, my mother died with no peace. I might put a clip on my mum in her room, him having his party, but it just gives you an idea of what we was dealing with. We was under so much stress, and they basically put murderers next door to us, because Chaz visited him after he killed Neil. And then EJ actually told me after, that because even though like we didn't like each other, but like he did when he had that bullet posted through his door, and then he told me about
breakdown. You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I'm having breakdowns because I know too many people.
Yeah.
I've been through all my life. Brother died in jail, this, that, died in the car. These things don't bother me, because the little things I go do, it's not trouble. If you really are bad, you're not going to die.
yeah.
Shall we say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I believe in. I don't believe in the bully word tactic. I'm not into it. Because once you get the mind going,
Yeah.
I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
I'm old school, I'll come to you. I'm not going to sit back and do that. I'm not even going to shout at you.
Yeah.
I'm coming to you. You know what I mean? And sort it out. That's all I've got to do. You know what I mean? And it has to stop. You know what I mean? Because good luck, Chaz, you've got to kill him. So I got to get away from it. Get away from it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to live it cool. Do that. I'm not even going to shout at you. I'm coming to you. You know what I mean? And sort it out. That's all I've got to do. You know what I mean? And it has to stop. You know what I mean? Because good luck, Chaz, you've got to kill him. I've been breakdowns because I know too many people.
Yeah.
I've been through all my life. Brother died in jail, this, that, died in the car. These things don't bother me, because the little things I go do, it's not trouble. If you really are bad, you're not going to die. So you see no one else knows this stuff. You know what I mean? No. If I've got a bird, I'll go and meet her down the back. Do you know what I mean? Just don't even count it.
No, the only thing that bothers me is like when you said about a bullet through your door. It's like,
No.
you know, we're right fucking bang next door.
Yeah,
I've got my mum to think about.
No, can't. It's not going to come your way. telling you, mate. I'll go towards it, mate. I know. Everything I'm sleeping with at night. I ain't sleeping. You know what I mean? I'm the one who's thinking, I'm in my house, but I'm the one who's getting it. You know what I mean?
So nothing's happened to Chaz?
Nothing as far as I know.
Nothing's happened.
Nothing as far as I really will do, you know? Because I was born to the pub, so I got chucked out the pub. They never travellers down now.
Yeah.
I was in there the other day, but, well, my brothers are fed with the governor, and he went, listen, mate, I don't want you to drink me anymore. And my brother goes, well, if you hang about people like Chaz and Dave, Chaz and Mallow, we don't want you drinking anymore. So black fella drink. See, must see, no? Just round the back now. He went, look, that night he nearly died. He nearly fucking died that night. It was up to me to say, look, leave it out. It's not like that. He's not going to have that happening in his house anyway. He's not that type of fella in his own house. He's asking for bloody trouble. You know what I mean? Which is true, right? So, they got me, I don't even know. Really bad, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was going to say, I was going to say that to you, but look, nothing will come there. I'll go there.
Sure?
Yeah, I promise you that, Carl. Yeah. I promise you that, Carl. I'm too naughty for that. I'll go to them. If I can't sleep right now, I'll go to them. I promise you that. No, so what will come there? So what? He works for the council. He's one of the yeah. And the way he gave me the keys was like, I shut off. And I thought, I'm in trouble there, because Chris was right round there, went to school round there, blah, blah, blah. I know all that. Yeah. But I thought, I've done it the wrong way round. I should have said, no, I didn't want the place. You know what I mean? And it was too late. I saw what I was going for.
So what, did you have dealings with her after that happened?
No, I'll go through her secretary.
Well,
I rang him up last night and I went, listen, you put me in the fucking lines, didn't you? And you know it. I want out. I told her, I want to leave. I want out. Because it's a nice flat, so I've done a lot of work in this. I'm not at work, I've done it, yeah.
It's a nice flat.
Yeah, and I said, I would rather leave. Because I'd rather go in the town, but and I mean it. So look, get me out, yeah. That's what I've got to do.
So that's a real fucking bullet.
Yeah. So I've gone.
So after that happened, did so what was the reasons they got you out then?
Through I got up there.
Yeah, from
they were wrecking through Chaz and Dave. The day I was in there, and I thought, fuck.
So what? It wasn't your choice. They just wanted you gone.
Yeah.
What did they say to this? Just said we got no flat for you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You know what I mean?
And that was through
clearing it, the path through there. I mean, he's got a powerful mum there, mate.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
No, he's nice powerful.
So you reckon she got everyone else out to make it look good when she got you out?
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
So this...
You come in, you're the one who got me this.
Yeah.
I told the situation from day one. I said, if I come round there, it's trouble. Yeah? Because they're going to give me a private place.
Yeah.
And I've gone, no. And when they took me out to Oxford Lane, and the place was a shit.
Yeah.
I've gone in and I said, what, you want me to give up my council flat for this?
Yeah.
I said, no, mate, sorry, I'm still staying with us. He went, well, what did you say to me? We're not trying to get rid of you. I went, no, it's all right. I said, okay, I'm not going to private. Yeah? So he got me coming in, and as he's come, he was literally like, upstairs, looking around. They messed about with me though. They give me the money to decorate, to do this, to do that. And when it did come, it was 8 weeks late, the money and all this. And I thought, does she really hate me that much? And I'm the one I'm going to court for your son. I'm standing up for your son.
So you wasn't charged?
Who?
Yeah.
No, I'm not charged.
You wasn't charged?
No, I'm not charged, no.
So...
Because they know what's going on.
So she's fucked you over then, ain't she?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah.
So she got you here to... So, this is mate, I know you weren't going to move.
Yeah.
So she's moved you just to get him away from him.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, she's fucking...
Yeah. But she wants revenge. She wants blood. Anyway, it comes. You know what I mean? And that's it. You can see where I'm coming from, but it's kind of...
There was someone else who the police never got at the time when they nicked them all. And then so I had Murder Squad come down to see me, and I swear on my grandson's life, everything I tell you is absolutely true. Don't bullshit. As I said, I didn't plan on speaking about this, but my CBO's ended. I'm not saying names, and you know what you can do. If you do use lawfare and come after me again, I'll win again, but more publicly. Because I won't You know, it's not like I do relive it. I do have PTSD from all of this because it's historical, and as I said, it started with what my aunt used to do to me because I suppose my cousin molested me when I was a kid, and then it all started. And then so you grow up with that anger from these people. Like you're innocent. You've just told the truth in life. You're the victim, and then like through speaking the truth, and because people don't want their lies and their like dirty deeds aired, they use the system against you to for their own gain, for their own cover up. And yeah, so I'm really like passionate about like truth, honesty, and yeah, it's a lot. It's as I said, I felt like ending it all during that 3 year when I got put away. Yeah, I felt like ending it all. And don't forget, I was a person with like about 1 caution to my name, a clean record, just a couple of tiny little minor no charges or nothing, just minor shit, cautions, and I was more or less absolutely clean at the age of 42 when it all started. I'm 54 this week. So yeah, my mum died. To give you some sort of context, it was about a week after Robin Williams. Jackson, about a week after Robin Williams. Come here. I don't want him wandering. After Robin Williams died. So yeah, that's when my mum died, and then round about that sort of, I ain't got the dates on me or nothing, but come on, get back this way, come on. Good boy. Yeah, then the Grinder murders happened. And as I said, it was they didn't want that coming out. They didn't want me blurting out about another murder and dismemberment. It was even worse. I thought, like, well, not worse, but like as bad. You know, you basically let a serial killer get away with it, and now you've got another group of people who's just fucking chopped a geezer and dumped him in the local lake. It was the lake where I went to see my mate's gravestone. The lake right next to it, Eastport. So yeah, as I said, I was just going to tell you, come out here because I was bored. I thought I'd talk to the camera, tell you about. I thought this way. I thought, you know what? I'll do a really short one. I thought I'd do a really fucking short one, and then I'll come out here to tell you about my wife and her fucking thing. She'll be back in a minute. So I've been talking that whole time, but something kept telling me, you've got to tell people, you've got to put it out, you've got to put it out there, you've got to tell people. So yeah, that's my story, and I've left a lot out. I might go into it more. I might tell you, but there's so many stories I can tell you. So I probably left out half of it. There's so much, and as I said, if I didn't have evidence to back it up, yeah. Everyone said it should be a book or a film, and I used to have a go at writing scripts when I was younger, actually, but not saying I was any good, but like I have good ideas, and yeah, I was gonna start to write a book about this because it's a true story. People love all that true crime shit, don't they? And I thought, and it was so important to me that people know what goes on, what I went through, to get justice for like me and my family, my mother, and I just couldn't because of Jackson. Come here, this way. Come here. And it's just very traumatic for me to talk about, because then I'll start getting anxiety about shit. That's why I'll get anxiety when I put this out, because I think, are they going to start coming after me again? In fact, I shouted at the postman a little while ago, because he, like early in the morning, like quite early, bang, bang, bang at my door. He had a parcel. And I nearly had a heart attack. I can't handle loud knocks at the door because of the place. Because they used to come 2, 3 in the morning. Went on for about 2 weeks. I just went up the door to him because out of principle it's like a peaceful protest. I thought, why should I open the door? When we asked for help, when my mother was upstairs dying, you had that fucking crackhead next door after he just nearly killed my friend. And you covered that up. You didn't come fucking knocking at my door then, did you cunts? Happy birthday.
Thank you. One hand, opening your present. Oh, new nightie. And then look, new bedding, Joan. Joan, new bedding.
No.
Nice big flowers
Yeah.
and butterflies. We'll change one of them in a little while, put it on.
No, but then as soon as I expose you, you're fucking banging at my door. And I did take some pills at that. I don't know all. I won't say the names, but some of my mum's medicine. It's a liquid, begins with an M. Yeah, and yeah, I just couldn't handle it, and so yeah, I had to go to hospital. I slept for a few days. Didn't have to be pumped out, but I just couldn't handle. And they was told. I've even got the letter. They was told to leave me alone, but no, they come round. I think the day I got out about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then that's when they come in, fucking tasered me in my bedroom. Disgusting people, honestly. I used to be, I was never anti-police. I was always like quite all for the police. You know, we have to have them. You know, I know there's bent ones, but like, you know, not all like that. And I still think that, but even my wife said, she's like, even she don't like it now after what they've done. Like we've seen through it, and it's like, and at my when I was found not guilty and I'd done my closing speech, I wrote it, and I've still got it. And I said at the end, I said, this is for you, Caroline. I took the flak for you. Meaning Caroline Flack, what they done to her, like the lawfare, because they done it, they wanted to do it as a show trial. And I thought, that's what I said. I took the flak so you didn't have to. It's like a play on words. Yeah, for Caroline Flack, because like I felt for her, like what she went through, and if you know, she ended her life over it, and I know I was very close to it. I tried. I was like, Jackson. Yeah, I know what. And then bastards would. In fact, when they was deliberating, when I was about to be found not guilty, went outside and like, you know, everyone goes out for a fag, and that was on the green bit opposite Snaresbrook. So if you know Snaresbrook, you know the just the little green bit in the middle where all the trees are. Some geezer come out, didn't see him before, and you know when someone locks eyes with, stares at you, looks through into your soul, and the look he gave me like he wanted me dead. And I thought that was odd. I knew he was someone, but I thought he's either press or police. And then yeah, so then when we went in, it was one of them looks like basically like fucking you're going away, you're going down. Jackson, come here. Yeah, honestly, looked right through into my fucking soul. Big bloke, grey hair. Come on this way. And this is what happened earlier, and he scratched my belly. Come on. Up there, go on. Yeah, so and then when I go back in, when we get called back in, when the jury's done their deliberating, they're about to deliver their verdict, I was unanimously found not guilty. And they all like sort of like smiling, grinning like Cheshire cats. They was totally on my side. You didn't know till after, but like, yeah. And I did say to him, I goes, what you should all do now is to get justification for the cost of this trial. These people shouldn't be allowed to get away with this, what they've done. Abuse public funds like this, taxpayers' money on setups. Whether they did or not, I don't know, but yeah, I think I've had no aid or anything from any other, nothing, absolutely nothing. The only time I had interaction with him when my neighbour beat his dog up. Got it on video. It's in the paper and everything, all over the paper. He was an XL bully, off the lead, unmuzzled. And because it ran away from him, he had like a metal chain, he started smashing it around the head and punched it. And I like fucking... The only reason why I didn't step in, because I watched it happen, is because the dog would have turned on me. But yeah, I had him nicked. And then the police wouldn't act. They wouldn't act, so I got the press involved, and because they was on my side. So then it got front page about twice. There's about 5 stories on it. And then, yeah, they was forced to act. But they said my local SNT won't deal with me. So they're scared of me. They won't come anywhere near me. Well, I won't say never. But, yeah, but no, they won't. If I report crime, no, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So they might give me a CAD number and all that, but nothing will happen. So, yeah, because now I'm their enemy, aren't I? Anyway, so, yeah, forgot where I was going with all that. But yeah, it's absolutely terrible what I went through, what my family went, what my wife went through. It's traumatised us to this day. What my son had to witness, he had to see me at my lowest, like thinking I was going to end it. You know, my family shouldn't have had to see that. And it was only through like, because I'm the way my brain's wired, I won't like, you want to fight, I'll give you a fight if you want to fight, but I'd rather not. But if you're gonna take the piss, if you're gonna like cross that line, then okay. You don't want to fight, but I know I want to fight there. That's what I'm like, and I always say I wouldn't hurt a fly unless it hurt me first. So I live my life. I'm nice to everyone. I'm friendly to everyone. I'll deal with anyone out. But if you cross me, it's another matter. Not that I'm claiming to be anything I'm not, but I'm just saying that principle from how I've grown up, what I've had to deal with through people's lies. And in fact, my aunt, give you an example of this is a summer month, Vine Ernie, and my cousin still lives there up at Fiddlers. My cousin, the one who died, who's 58, who I was like, she was like a sister sort of relationship. I mean, really lovely, you know. She was going out with this geezer called Dave Handley. She was with him for a few years, and his son went missing. In fact, they'd done the police appeal from my cousin's flat in MacArthur House up by Stansgate Road. And yeah, it was on national telly. And then it turned out, you know, his body got found by a golf course, I think. Yeah, it was like I'd say PDF because of like YouTube. It was like a PDF gang, I think from East Ham or Beckton, and yeah, they took him by Asda's at Beckton, and yeah, and offed him. Tragic, terrible, 10-year-old boy murdered, and then so Dave during that night he borrowed money off my aunt and uncle Vine Early for a 3-piece suite for my cousin because he was living in her house. And then so after like Daniel Ainley, and like I don't know how long after, but like after that all, you know, that happened, Elaine split up with Dave, and Vine Early, the dirty pair of cunts, because he was a customs and excise officer, so it's all power trips for these fucking people who put a uniform on them, they get a bit fucking soppy, don't they? So anyway, yeah, they got a solicitor involved because he obviously had a bit of money, my uncle. Got a solicitor involved and tried suing Dave for the price of this 3-piece suite because he didn't pay it back. They split up. My cousin kept the 3-piece suite. She kicked him out. Poor bastard who's just lost his son. Had the most horrific death, and I can't even fucking talk about it. But imagine losing a 10-year-old child, but like in a way like that as well. And they tried to stick the boot in and fucking take that man to court for the price of the settee, what their fucking daughter was sitting on the settee, what at least she still had. That's my aunt and uncle for me. That's the people I'm talking about. And it was their son. Their son, he's 20 years older than me, so he's in his 70s now. Their son, who fucking used to molest me when I was a kid. And that's where all my police trouble fucking started from. So you'll see, now you've heard my story, now you'll see how it festers and it develops, and then you don't let it go because you're mentally scarred and you've got that anger and resentment towards them because what they've done to you, and then they keep using lawfare, throw money at things to get people to get you nicked. That's the type of people they are, and then it just escalates. You don't you don't, it just carries on, and that's what's happened throughout my whole life. Them sending that geezer around, it was their next door neighbour. When Ernie died, I put a letter, even though we weren't talking, I put a letter through Elaine's door saying sorry to hear about your dad, but basically my mother was going downhill. This was just as she started to get ill. As I said, like she had end stages COPD and everything, and I said she was like getting dirty, she's not washing, she's like, the house is dirty, filthy. And I was a single bloke at the time. I said I can't cope. So basically, in that note, I was like hinting for help because we used to be very close, like brother and sister. So I was sort of like hinting for help with my mum. But what they'd done, my aunt used that as basically pretending that I wrote something nasty. I swear my grandson's alive. Not a nasty word. What you think? I'm stupid. After all what I've told you, how savvy I am, that I'd write anything incriminating in black and white. Do you seriously think that? You think that that's me? No. Not that I would anyway, but I'm just saying, do you think I'd be that stupid as to do that? So they basically insinuated, I don't know what was said behind the scenes, but yeah, so their next door neighbour, Tina and Gordon, she sent him round my flat to threaten me. As I said, defending myself with reasonable force, one punch. And I was up in court for ABH, and then lo and behold, I got found not guilty because it was self-defence. I phoned 999. He was found at my flat, but what did the police do? They fucking stuck me in a cell for 24 fucking hours, and I was the victim. I called 999. It was my flat. I had the injury. Well, an injury. He had worse, but like, yeah. So I thought, how are you charging me again? Well, this was back in 2010. In fact, it was one of the nights. It was December 13th, 2010. I come back from rehearsals when we was doing that 2006, the play. I told you in another video. If you look back, I worked with that Zach Polanski, leader of the Green Party, and Mike Parr, who's Ross Barton from Emmerdale. We was all in a play together. And yeah, I come back from rehearsals from that, December 13th, 2010, from the drill hall, just off Tottenham Court Road. And yeah, I come home. I was only in a little while, and then this geezer knocks on my door. Who the fuck's this? And I start getting fucking threatened. Oh yeah. Fuck around and find out, don't you? See, that people think they can bully you, they can intimidate you just because you keep your mouth shut and you're nice and you're quiet, like I am, and they people will try it on. Anyway, so I got found not guilty, but a condition on my bail was to not see my mother. This was in like her last time on this earth that she was in reasonable health. So for what, 8 months that took. So I got found not guilty on I think it was my mother's birthday, August the 18th, 2011. Got found not guilty, and I've got the letter. So and yes, I couldn't see my mum from the December to the August. You know, it was like one of her last years. And who was the detective of that case? The same one who later in 2015 started dating my friend, which I think was a honey trap. And I say it because I think she knew that I sort of we sort of like flirted a bit back then, like during that time, because she was at court, and you know, and I told her I was in a play. You know, you're going to use that line, ain't you? Oh, did you know I'm an actor? Yeah, so and she was interested, but like nothing happened, and so I think she thought because of that, and then I think they was just looking for dirt on me, like during the 2015 harassment thing for exposing them. I think she was just I think them was looking for dirt on me, and I could be completely wrong, but somehow I don't think so. And then I reckon that they looked through, say, like social, like Facebook or something, saw who one of my best mates was. Oh, and then because they can find out fucking anything, saw he was on Plenty of Fish. Oh right, you know what? Oh, let's say if it was a honey trap. Oh yeah, look, he's on Plenty of Fish. That's because he wasn't the best looking bloke, put it that way. Yeah, not bad, but he wasn't like he wasn't no Mark Wright or anything like that, or whoever you want to, Harry Styles. It wasn't nothing like that. And she was quite pretty, like Indian girl. Indian, I don't know, yeah, Indian. Yeah, she's very pretty and nice person, seemed to have a nice personality anyway. And yeah, so I reckon that they thought, I'll do a profile, fucking, you know, because she contacted him. That's what gets me. This is what proves it to me. She contacted him. Now I'm telling you now, pretty women do not contact fucking average looking ugly men. They don't happen on dating sites. Don't fucking happen. But no, this happened. So she contacted him, started flirting with him, dated him, and I think it would have continued. It was only because like he realised the coincidence because the name, because I said her name when he asked me. He goes, "Carl, what happened when I got nicked and when they got me in the May 2015 for the exposed them because I didn't open the door for 2 weeks, peaceful protest, and yeah, they finally got me, and then he's like, as you do, talk to your best mate for a catch up. What happened? And then I said her name, and then he said to me, as I told him, so he goes, "Carl, tell me her name again." He goes, "Well, I'm seeing someone from He goes, he thought her name was Sam, but it was very similar. And, because it's an Indian name, very similar. And, yeah, and then that's when he put 2 and 2 together. And then I said to him, when I spoke to him after, I said, Steve, right, I want a copy of all your fucking messages, all your, like, I want to know what she said. And his arse went, and he wouldn't do it. So we fell out. I mean, we shouldn't have fell out really, but like, you know, he panicked, he got in touch with her. And I know that because when I done the police complaint, she said that she got a phone call from him. And then next when she had to sever all ties. But yeah. In the police complaint, the DPS officer said, oh, it was a remarkable coincidence. Remarkable coincidence, that? Yeah, like fucking fuck. If you ask me, that was a honey trap. Honey trap. If you ask me. And the thing with the Borough Commander, the chair of NELF, I think, and having a forensic psychologist to, if I was going to dish out, if I was a bit stupid and was to say something incriminating, not that I had anything, I'd do speak the truth. But let's just say they was probably hoping that I was going to incriminate myself somehow. Not that there was anything to incriminate, but then they could have used that in court through the forensic psychologist's counselling notes. Yeah, but as I said, I'm always fucking one step ahead. And how I found out some of these things, but that's when I was saying, like, as if someone up there was helping me. It was like remarkable how I'd find out them things, like the dates and times of things and the stitch ups. I was always one step ahead. It was exhausting. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it all cockily. That but it was just being that one step ahead. And I had to do that. It's a survival of the fittest. I had to do it to survive. Otherwise, look, let's face it. If I'd have missed that court date, what they had done, because they adjourned the trial in 2022 for a year. Now you imagine if they had got me for missing the PTS pre-trial preparation hearing, case management hearing, before the trial, straight away you'd have been nicked, you'd have been put away on remand until your trial, and that would have been a year. So if I hadn't have phoned that solicitor, if I hadn't have phoned the court for that court date, because you speak to the clerks, they're not all, I don't think they're all, well, I don't know, they might be on it, I don't know. Like she had to tell me, because they knew I was recording all my calls. Recorded everything. Even to this day, recorded everything. Like anything official. As I said, CCTV in my home. Oh, you can't record calls. I've got CCTV in my home. I can't put the phone to me in because of the radiation, so I have to put it on hands-free. And the CCTV, so I don't even have to notify you. It's just like, but you know, you just tell people. Just tell people you are. Doesn't matter. But then again, people ain't going to incriminate themselves when you tell them, are they? To be forewarned is to be forearmed. So yeah. But then the way out of it was I got CCTV in my home and I can't put the phone to my ear because of radiation, the fear of brain tumours, so I'll put it on hands-free. It's a health hazard. And it ain't my fault the CCTV picked it up. What are you going to fucking do? I should charge you for all this fucking information, shouldn't I? For all this fucking... And what? I believe I've only got 69 subscribers as of fucking filming. 69, I've been going, 7 months now? 69 subscribers. You know what it is? It's because the algorithms just don't push you out. That's what it is. TikTok. I put a TikTok. Good one about one of my ghost stories. Good little TikTok. On average, might get a couple of hundred views. But I noticed that I did happen the other day with a TikTok. 0 views. And then you get, promote assistant. Oh, if you pay, so what it is, they put the brakes on you. So even though you've FYP'd it, what they do, they put the brakes on you, so you're fucking tempted to pay the promote assistant. And how can they guarantee? Oh, do you want likes or do you want followers or views? They give you 3 options. What do you want? And I thought, how can they guarantee that? You know why? It's bots. It's all fake. It's all bots. So you're paying for bots. That should be illegal, because I think that's like getting money from false pretences, if you ask me. And what do I know? Do I know about legal things? That's for you to decide. Yes, I think TikTok doing that, getting you to pay for, and telling you can choose between, do you want likes? Do you want more views? Do you want more followers? How the fuck can you... That's what I used to think, how could they guarantee that? And the only way they can is by suppression, putting the brakes on you, so no one sees you, even though you've FYP'd it. And then, when you pay, they use bots. It's just fucking common sense, ain't it? Everyone said I should have been a barrister, but you know, I went into acting, and then plus I've grown up with depression and PTSD because of other people, and had my life ruined. Not ruined, because no one gets the satisfaction saying they ruined my life, but they ruined moments of my life, put it that way, but they haven't ruined me. They haven't ruined me. Yeah, I'm still fat, and as I said, my last resort is to go down this route, give up with the acting. And I've got a story about that, about handlers and all that, because I think I was being basically like groomed by a handler. Looking back, because you know what you know now, all through like 17 and the Epstein files. So now we know, we're a lot more educated on what goes on, handlers and grooming. And yeah, I think I'll save that for another video. I might do it on my next video actually, but yeah, I've got quite a good story to tell you about that. And didn't realise that at the time I thought it was just like a blackmail thing. I thought he's going to try and fucking blackmail me, this geezer. Because even my agent at the time was scared of him. You could see he was. And my agent, Keith Bishop at the time, he's now managing, he does like, I think Michael Barrymore's with him now. He does have like, he's like a PR agent as well. He's not so much of an acting agent now, he's more of like a PR, so he gets people on things like This Morning, Good Morning Britain. As I said, Michael Barrymore's with him. Yeah, so he had Russell Grant. Yeah, people like that, like sort of like ex-celebrities, and he gets them like little bits of interviews and whatever. But yeah, at the time he yeah, I won't go into it now, but it's a really interesting story, and I think you should know it. And I think, yeah, I was being groomed, and it involved yeah, I won't go into it. I'll do it for the next one. I'll do it for the next one. But yeah, that's a really good story. Yeah, but look, please, if you like what I talk about, if you like what I do, you like who I am, please subscribe, because it's my analytics said that like 80-something% ain't subscribed who do watch. I'm only getting about 30 views at a time. It's criminal, really, because like I think, fucking hell, I should be doing better than this. But again, it ain't my fault. I do the work, I do the content, but it's you're dealing with AI. You're dealing with AI. And at the end of the day, yes, I do want money from it. In the end, that is the goal, because I want my family, I want my grandson out of this fucking country. That's why I'm doing it as a last resort. It's not to be famous or anything. I don't need to do it. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to do, you know. But I do need to get that. I can't think of anything else to do. So if it means I've got to put my stories online, my life stories, my fucking embarrass myself even, if it means I've got to do that to hopefully like get my family out of here, then it'd be worth it, won't it? But if I can help you along with you know, teach you a thing or two, then you know, it's a mutual thing then, ain't it? But anyway, yeah, I better go. My wife should have been baked. She was like 3 to 4 o'clock, it's now 5 o'clock. I bet she's paying for fucking long, you know. It was only meant to be an hour. She said 50 quid. Anyway, yeah, speak to you later. There's another update which I forgot to say earlier about the juror. I put in a complaint, didn't I? Because yesterday I snapped at her. I said, "Will you shut up? You keep distracting me." Because she kept doing it all week. So I put in a complaint and I said, look, you know, she kept tooting and huffing all week, and she was making herself too vocal to, you know, let her know she was like, didn't like me. And it got too much, and it got too distracting. And I said, like, even at one point she farted. And I said, like, you know, don't need that. true though. Anyway, so I'm going to call this jury in, and I'm not going to remove her, but I'm going to call her in, and I'm going to give her the option whether she wants to step down, and I'm going to ask her, Miss, will she have any prejudice towards you? Okay? Alright? Anyway, he did. And number 5 come in, and he asked her, do you have any prejudice towards Miss? She said, no, she didn't do that. No, she didn't do that. Well, she might have done, but I didn't hear it. Anyway, so she went, no. He goes, do you want to step down? She went, nope. And that's it, so she stayed. And but they did sit on the other fucking side of the room. Oh. But to be honest, I think when she heard the my defence, I think she was shocked as well. So, but I did say like because they was talking about over the park and why did I react and post it on Twitter and all that shit. So I said, well look, this is what happened. And the other one is adjustment disorder, which is an emotional response to a distressful situation. Hypersensitivity to like certain noises, annoying noises, high pitched things. And so I said, so in the middle, see, I didn't apologise at the beginning, so it looked like I was just doing it just to butter her up. So I didn't apologise, but I started doing my defence. And then when they asked me that question, that's when I brought it up. And I said, well, I goes, it's a bit like Tourette's thing, you know, you just like, you have a little outburst if like you can take so much and it's like little fires going off in your brain and like you're trying to put them out and then you put me under so much stress and pressure and stress and then bang, I'll just explode. Not violently or nothing like that, but I'll just like, I'll shout. Shut the fuck up. So I gave that, and it worked out so well the way I said it. I goes, it was like yesterday, what happened in court. I goes, first of all I said, I'd like to apologise to the juror for what the little outburst yesterday. I said, but in all fairness, I goes, as an example, yesterday in court, when I kept hearing that, I heard it so much over the week, over the 3 days, and I said like, so what happens is, you can't let something go. You know, if you've got to be in your bonnet, you won't let go of it. You won't let go of it, and you sort of like fixate on it. Not like an unhealthy obsession kind of way, but like, you won't stop until you've succeeded in what you wanted to do. Put it that way. So it's, you know, it's a good thing. So I said, like that business over the park, I said, I kept replaying it over and over in my head. Like as the time transpired, however long it was until I posted it on Twitter, because they was trying to say, why didn't you do it straight away? So, and I said, so what happens is you fixate over it over time, and then it builds and builds and builds, and then it triggers your adjustment disorder, which is an emotional response, outburst, whatever, or posted on Twitter, to a stressful situation. And I said, that's like what happened yesterday. I goes, like I kept hearing a, and I goes, and what would the judge like, you know, treat me like a bit of shit basically, and stopping me, suppressing my evidence and talking over me and distracting me deliberately, tactically. It's awful. And I said, then I've got her in the middle of it. And I said I snapped. I goes, but I apologise. I goes, but like that's, you know, I was the hypersensitivity, because we're hypersensitive to high-pitched sounds or annoying sounds, repetitive sounds. I snapped at her, and I said that was the adjustment disorder what come out because of the outburst, the snap. So that was so clever, because I used what happened yesterday as an example of posting on Twitter. That's what I'm saying. So these people don't understand how my brain works. They're like, I can fucking organise and call things to you know, when I'm not under pressure, I can recall things and I can give you dates, times, and references. And I mean, for instance, I still remember registration numbers from cars like outside where I live now from when I was a kid. I remember there was a Mark 5 Cortina. Okay, oh, what was it now? Look, can't I forgot. Fucking forgot. Something. I know it's 51. Okay, something 519V. My dad's Mark 3 Cortina was ORK 983L. My aunt's Skoda was BKE 891Y. And yeah, just certain things I memorised, but yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. It's just how our brains are wired, and my brain is wired a certain way, and I'm pretty happy with the way it's wired. Yeah, so I used the outburst yesterday, which made me look bad and basically could have lost me the trial. So I used that as an example of why I posted on Twitter, and then I used it to apologise at the same time. Instead of just apologising for the sake of apologising for appearance's sake, I waited and used it like that. Now, this is how I compartmentalise things to make them coherent and to make sense to other people, so other people can understand how my brain works. This motor has been with a blue Subaru, what was parked over there where that white van is, twice last week, Tuesday and Thursday last week, 3 hours at a time, and then it come here Tuesday morning in this spot, and this van took over, and as I suspected, there's the camera. There's the camera right there. So my ass is over there. Is it watching me? What's going on?